of Effective People by Stephen Covey. Now, what does Stephen Covey says? He says, make a list of everything that bothers you, that you think is troubling you, can create stress. Make a list of, it could be 10 items, it could be 100 items, it could be 50 items, doesn't matter. Pick every item and ask yourself, can I do anything about it? Can I change it? Can I mend it? If there is something that you can do about it, that will go in the blue circle. And something that you have no control over will go in the yellow circle. So all your concerns, for example, workload बहुत ज़्यादा है. Do I have any direct control? OPD बहुत heavy है. Do I have any control? गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा है. Do I have any direct control? So all these things over which I don't have a direct control will go in yellow circle, and that yellow circle is called circle of concern. ये आप लिख सकते हैं. Because two circles you have to always keep in mind. The first circle is yellow circle, which is circle of concern, and the smaller one, which is blue in color, is circle of influence. Circle of influence will have everything that you have control, which you can influence, which you can manage. बाहर बारिश हो रही है. Can I stop it? रोक सकती हो? हाँ या नहीं? अरे पार्टिसिपेट तो करो. इस सेशन का मतलब ये नहीं कि मुझे ही बोलना है, आपको भी बोलना है. बाहर बारिश हो रही है, कुछ कर सकती हूँ? नहीं कर सकती. तो लेकिन मुझे बाहर जाना है, कर सकती हूँ? कर सकती हूँ, क्योंकि मैं छाता ले जा सकती हूँ, मैं रेनकोट पहन सकती हूँ, बहुत इमरजेंसी है तो मैं भीग कर भी जा सकती हूँ, लेकिन मैं जा सकती हूँ. सो आई थिंक द फर्स्ट स्टेप दैट वी हैव टू टेक इन लाइफ इज, whenever a problem comes on your way, ask yourself, can I do anything about it? If yes, that will go in the circle blue. You know, when you segregate items like this, you will clearly know where you have to put your efforts. A lot of time we keep cribbing about a situation or a problem, but that does not resolve the problem. So if you have segregated, and if you look at the size, the blue circle is smaller. If it is smaller, it's easy to handle. Yellow circle will have lot of things over which you don't have any control. So smartly learn to park yellow circle and focus on blue circle. So broadly, what will come under yellow circle and what will cover under blue circle? People's behavior, situations, and past that is not in your control. Three things that are not in your control is how people behave, how situation will occur to you, and whatever your past is. These three things you don't have any control, so please put them in yellow circle and park them aside. What you have control over is how you think, how you feel, how you behave, how you act, how you work on the problem. And that is blue circle, that is circle of influence. So I think the first tool that I want to suggest you is, make it a habit. Rather than cribbing and crying over the problem, ask yourself, can I do something about it? If yes, then it goes in the blue circle, and then we start working on it. How do we work on it? As I said earlier also, rather than just talking about the problem, immediately shift your focus on solving the problem. And for this, I want to suggest you a very beautiful tool called Create. Have you heard of this tool? Has anybody heard of this tool, Create? Okay, so it's an acronym. You can write in your notebook. In capital. Write in capital, Create. CR is current reality. As I said, it's an acronym. CR stands for current reality. So write down in your notebook, what is the problem? When you write it, when you define it, it comes as black and white in front of you. It becomes easy for you to identify what is the problem I'm working on. So CR is current reality. EA stands for explore alternatives. So very mindfully, start looking for what all can be done. What can I do? And how can I handle this? You know, a study by Harvard says, every problem has minimum 4 solutions. And every solution should be tried at least 4 times before you give up. That means there are 16 opportunities to solve a problem. Before you give up and say, sorry, I can't do this, sorry, this cannot happen, sorry, there is no way out of this situation, let me remind you, there are 16 opportunities to resolve a problem. So when I say explore alternative, again this is done in 2 phases, mining and shining. Mining is dig out all the solutions that come to your mind. It could be as weird as look very, very funny and not doable, no doubt, no problem. That is mining, that is digging. You are taking out solutions. And then shining. Shining is take out every solution and now analyze it for its feasibility. Have you heard of the word SWOT analysis? No? सुना है नहीं सुना? ये भी नोट कर लो. SWOT, capital में लिखना. SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is anything that you think can work, do its check its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. I'm thinking of doing this, but before I do it, let me check will this work or not. So when I do a feasibility study, I try to find out the strengths of this option, weaknesses of what I'm thinking, what opportunities do I have, will it work in my favor or not, and then what threats I have, what is the risk involved in doing so. So when you do this mining and shining, you will definitely come out with some solution that will work for you. And third step is TE. In create, TE. What is TE? Can anybody guess? What is TE? Tap energy. So whatever you think will work, give your 200% to solve the problem. A lot of time we get boggled with the situation and we don't work towards solution. On the contrary, if you work in a systematic manner, by the end of your working, you will have a solution that would work for you and that will give you a solution out of the situation. You know, a lot of stress is due to poor communication. A set of interns who had come to welcome me, they were very nice and good and gracious to look after me right from the reception till the rest house and the room and everything. I asked them, have you had your breakfast? No. How many of you have your breakfast regularly in the morning? Raise your hand. And how many of you often miss your breakfast? Raise your hand. Sir? Jaisa Raja Vaisi Praja. Coming late for class, missing your breakfast, missing your deadlines, missing your assignments. अभी सर बता रहे थे कुछ lectures भी miss हुए कुछ बच्चों के. These are all signs of poor time management. I would say time management is equal to life management. What is time? Time is the smallest unit of your life. How you manage your time is how you manage your life. And lot of stress is because of poor time management. Somebody said a very beautiful thing to me, and that really worked in my favor. He said, you can never be on time. I know most of us have this challenge of being on time. So he said, you can never be on time. You can be either before time or you can be after time. Choice is yours. So when you choose to be late, you are late. When you choose to be on time, you will always be there much before the program starts. So again, time management is a very important skill. If you learn it, a lot of stress can be prevented. Let me tell you how. Again, I want to introduce you to another tool, and that is called time management matrix. How many of you have seen this? Raise your hand. कुछ लोगों ने देखा है. Use करते हो? Do you use it? Time management matrix? Okay, wonderful. Use it all the time, and actually it should become a part of your way of prioritizing. In time management matrix, first of all, make a list of everything that you do during the day, how you utilize your time, and then put them in 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1 will have everything that is urgent and important. Class है, जाना है. Exam है, जाना है ना? That will automatically happen. So that will come in quadrant 1. Quadrant 2, which is upper right quadrant, this is a quadrant which is things that are important, but because they are not urgent, they are not actually given much time. Quadrant 3 will have things that are urgent but not important, and quadrant 4 not urgent, neither urgent nor important. So let me give you examples of it. For example, in the first quadrant, things that are urgent and important, like your assignments, like your projects, like your exam, like attending clinics, so that will automatically happen. You will definitely reach for those classes. But on the other side, that is upper right quadrant, not urgent but important are the things where your actual growth lies. For example, working for your future goals, or if you want to pursue some hobby, if you want to work on your physical health or mental health or language or your social behavior. So these are the things you will keep postponing. How many of you plan that, okay, I will start exercising from tomorrow? Raise your hand. And that tomorrow never comes. No? I start eating healthy from tomorrow. Aaj chowmin kha lete hain. And that never comes. That day never comes. So things in second upper right quadrant are the things where your growth lies, but we normally do not take out time for them. Quadrant 3, that is urgent but not important, will have everything that actually will take away your time, but they don't add any value to your life. For example, the emails that you get, the messages that you read on WhatsApp, do they add any value? When you receive a message, you immediately open and then you waste your time and you say, oh, I've wasted my time. The quadrant 4 is called quadrant of waste. Actually, these quadrants are actually named. The first quadrant is quadrant of necessity. It will automatically happen. Quadrant of quality, that is upper right, is where your growth lies. Quadrant 3, that is quadrant of deception, where you think you are very busy, but that's not adding any value to you. And quadrant 4, things that we do that are neither urgent nor important, but that's where we waste a lot of our time. So when you are web browsing, you are going through social media or binge watching or analysis paralysis, where you are just thinking about past and future and not making any progress, all that will come in the fourth quadrant. So what do we need to do? Quadrant 1 is do. You will have to do. There is no way out. Quadrant 3, avoid and delegate. If you can give it to somebody to look after, it will save you a lot of time. Quadrant 4 is eliminate. If you can delete it or minimize it or schedule it, it's a wonderful way to save your time. And then quadrant 2, that is upper right quadrant, is where you need to invest time to plan. That you will have to schedule. So I'm reminded of a story which maybe some of you have already read.